I realized it is week 11, game number 3 of the 2021 NFL season. It is between the Atlanta Falcons going up against the New Orleans Saints from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. I'll let this go and see you all after the game.
We'll see Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting of this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set. And we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. The ball on the team, we're set for football, and we are underway from the Superdome. Fielded a couple of yards into the end zone. And they'll get it down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now we see quarterback Drew Brees and his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
Total relentlessness of consistency, almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I started calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during the game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
They'll run it for the first time around the Camaro. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brees. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, he timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Brees on 3rd down. That's going to be Jared Cohen. And he's going to have the Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brees. It's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Brees leaves this one with Camaro. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. It's incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Matt Ryan, a longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since 2008, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
I always enjoy reflecting on Matt Ryan's career at this stage because when he came out in the draft, he was the number 3 pick overall. There were plenty of doubters out there about whether he should have gone in that slot. I don't think you can find any of those doubters now. One of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll set up to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Ryan. His throw is going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Ryan. And they set up the screen to go. And he's got to pass the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. And a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Ryan now off the bootleg. He's coming in, he's taken down. Lightning speed, that's out of the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early in the first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you break it out and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and then get some of those big shots downfield.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29 line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he runs straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Here already in the first quarter, already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward, incomplete pass. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open is Powell, that's complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the Falcons are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. He's got it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
No yards.
okay.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is in the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker This has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
To try here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Now following the touchdown, Hawk ripped it to kick off. On the return, Deontay Harris. Across the 25 to the 27. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for the second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got his own receiver, Michael Thomas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run. This is Kamara. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Breeze now on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He's out of bounds just before the midfield strike at the 49. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put on the backside of the formation. Or all of a sudden you got a better matchup. Every now and then the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Intercepted. The INT. Curry goes left side. He takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Oh, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception. Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out, it's not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the pick six and that decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ready to get on the ground with Camaro. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's able to get out to the 32, right down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches. 2-minute drill.
First down there, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw, it's Breeze. And he gets this one complete to Trayvon Smith. Smith field, straight forward, taken down. And Trafford after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Breeze now on first down. Over the middle of Thomas. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Smith. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Now, Breeze again. Throwing the outline incomplete. It's Smith. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Breeze. Takes a shot on the release. That's just going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flynn to the football. I'm telling you, someone's 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Breeze to throw again. He finds Cook. And he's going to have the Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the guy, it's Breeze. It's caught at the 7-yard line. He's going to get a solid gain at 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Walking from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got touchdown, Saints. Drew Breeze to Michael Thomas. Now the Saints are back with a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board. Now still trailing, but a good start.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And that one makes it 14-7. Pretty long time that time. 11 plays all total. And it ends with a touchdown, 40 wins. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. That's set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with a clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there. They may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Airing it out, looking for that's caught at the 25. And they do finally get it, but he takes it to the 25.
That's a big-time pitching catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Gurley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
2nd down and 5. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's Calvin Ridley now receiving in from Matt Ryan. And the Falcons push further out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Coup for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now following the touchdown, off Richter to kick off. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll get inside the 30 to 27. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Good drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. And he completes a Cook. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And they'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's up there, going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. What a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they will begin with, should we call it far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Here's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Second and 5 down. Ryan will drop his underneath to go, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Ryan on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Let's stick to the ground game. Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed until here in the 3rd. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints again ready to go on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Camara. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
For a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Sanders has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return to more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Camara. Territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run it with Murray. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. And down he goes. pressure gets him back at the 14. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and goal now, mere inches from Pater. There's Breeze. Traffic gets intercepted. He's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, you had to throw it.
Right, the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Got Flores left to Gurley in the flat. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Ryan. And it's out the screen to Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in the situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing, slant, quick out, things that they consider safe.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And that would be off target and incomplete. On the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And here we go as he releases it. And then throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 at this point. This is 3rd and 10. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Gets Receiver Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bree's going to throw. And brought in by the tight end throw. This one he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's waiting long, he gets receiver hit.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. They'll get this one underneath to Kamara. The Saints going to call it first in their timeouts. So let's talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now, Breeze again. Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 yards there and they get a first down. And we've reached the 1 minute mark in this game. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, 2nd down. It's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackler. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Past the 20-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our crew. I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
As they have it, the Falcons are winners over the Saints 21-7. I'm going to end the stream, and I'll be back tomorrow for another live stream. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day and night, and enjoy the conference championship of NFL.